Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Crate Expectations. I'm here with my co-host's lifter unit, Sarah. How are you today, Sarah?
Good. How are you?
Oh,
I do know.
yeah, it's been a little rough, but I'll be all right in theory. So, yeah, no, it's been fine, honestly. We're all fine here. How they, how does that go? I'm not even quoting it that
I
well.
know. Situation normal.
Yeah.
Uh,
How are you? Who's this?
yeah.
What's your operating number?
Uh, we're all fine down here as well. I guess you were down there. I'm up here. It's fine.
Like in Canada?
Yeah.
Up there? Okay.
Yeah. Right.
I'm sorry, I'm just trying to wrap my mind around it being fine that you're in Canada. Okay. So anyways, let's move on. There's been no news for the game this week.
No, it's been quiet.
Yeah, I think there should be an update this week though. Anyways.
Um, we should have one. They have to put one in because they need to turn the conquest timer on.
Yep, Conquest, and I don't think they have enough galactic challenges loaded in to the
hmm
system,
So we
which has
should
been a
see
pretty
one.
reliable.
We should see a content update. But
Is
there's been nothing.
What about Drogo? Is he going to be farmable?
He technically would be roughly on time if he goes farmable this week. I think this is 8 weeks since his marquee, and it's typically like 8 to 9 weeks.
Right. Okay.
So this week or next week is considered on time, quote unquote.
I'm guessing it will be because everyone made so much progress on their
Yeah.
farms with the additive drops.
Yeah, so we had that. It was 3 days, 4 days, 4 days. I hope everyone saw me counting on my fingers.
What magic is this?
Yeah. 4 days of added drops. And I I mean, I finished them. I made great progress.
Yeah, I mean, you'd also been spending crystals and stuff to get a little
That's true.
closer, right? To edge closer, because, well, I just don't want you to make, actually don't care if you make other people feel bad, but I don't want people to just think that, oh, well, if I'd just been luckier, I would have just got like Professor X
Right.
was, we've been working on the farms for that, and honestly, the results have been okay.
hmm
We're pretty good. Like Nisa is done, and I
Yep.
think we're getting kind of close. But
Scout's decently close.
yeah, yeah, and Drogo is, I don't know, he's like within 100-ish, right?
Sure. I think so. I can't remember where I left him. I think actually, yeah, I think he is 6 star, isn't he? I can't
I
remember
don't
where I left him off.
I don't care. I'm swimming in a sea of
I
I
know.
don't. It's like I don't know what I would do if I unlocked Leia right now. Anyways,
Yeah. It
like
would
I
be
don't
too much
have
going on. I
as
mean,
it is. By the time people are watching this, I'll have at least had the opportunity to unlock Cal.
yeah. So the Cal event, that's right, because it comes back today until
Right, about
Monday,
2 hours, 2.5
Tuesday.
hours after the recording of, like, when we're
You're right.
recording this. Yep.
Right.
Whether or not
Uh,
I'll still be awake is another question, but I might do the unlock. Who knows?
I mean, that's going to be a great event for so many people because those tunes have been farmable for so long now. And the event is just so easy to get done at the required level.
Yeah, I've had a ton of people ask me for a guide, like an event guide on how to do it, and I was like,
Hit
just
buttons.
button mash.
Honest, like seriously, button mash.
Yeah, at Gear 12, you just easily get through it.
Yeah.
I mean, and then people say, "Oh, we also need to know how to mod him," and I say, lots of speed and health, like more health than speed. That's it. Yes.
Just mods.
Relic 8 versus Relic 7. Which one? 8 if you can afford it.
Yep.
All
Take
right,
them.
done. Hey, I
Take
made
them
my
to.
video.
Yeah. Take them to Relic 7 so you can use them for the special mission to unlock Zepho, and you're set. Don't give him his leadership Omicron because it's completely useless. And yeah,
And or the other two, because it's also
not
useless,
needed.
unnecessary. Yep. And Relic 8 is nice if you. I'll tell you what. Relic 8 on my main account did save me against some really gnarly Malgus builds where he just tries to one shot
Mm-hmm.
him, and it's like, oh my gosh, he went into red. That was insane. And if you had been Relic 7, I think he would have just died.
Yikes. Okay. I've been contemplating if I want to take him to Relic 8. And then instead of doing it, I took Drogan to Relic 8.
But I can't really fault that. Drogan is, the right hand man of. It's like someone taking. It,
Sorry.
your little. Somehow made me lose it.
Ah.
I
So,
just.
Drogan.
I I just have to wonder. He has an icon for one of the abilities that has him saluting.
Right.
And if you hold it up next to his character profile, it just seems very intentionally not congruous. It's like
Oh,
he should be able to salute like this with the icon, the ability icon. Do you know
but
what I'm referring to?
yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that
Anyways,
the keen stratagem icon or something?
I don't care.
Okay. Good talk.
That was fun. I lost interest.
Oh
uh,
man.
no, but he's okay. I'm gonna regret asking this. Huh? What relic level is Boosh on
8.
you? Oh, you took her to 8.
Yeah, because I do the Relic 8 Jabba team, 4-man team for the raid.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, that makes sense. I just, yeah. Okay,
Do I
good.
get
Good
do
for
I
you.
get 2.7 with it?
I don't. You want points now? Is that like a Canada thing?
I want enough points to just get me my usual reward track and carry on.
Good. Okay. Well, good. Congratulations.
Thank
So
you.
the thing is, a Galactic Legend. A lot of, at least it seems like with Jabba, with Drogan, like both of those. Boosh really wants to be Relic 8 just because of the amount of damage she can
Right.
do at 8, and she's more survivable, etc. Same with Drogan. I think yes, Cal would love Relic 8. One interesting thing is what I've noticed a lot of people have been saying, like, after they've done with the Leia mission or the Leia unlock, because all the characters, they get 4 marquee characters, they have to take them all up to Relic 7. Then they
Mm-hmm.
have to get Leia to 7 or 8 or 9 or whatever you take her to.
Mm-hmm.
They're completely out of bronziums, but they're not out of all the other mats. And it's just an interesting thing because I've heard a lot of people saying things like, "Oh man, well for a while I'm just gonna only be applying Relic 8 and 9 for a little bit because they don't require bronzium."
Oh. I will say that I did. So I finished the Marquise to Relic 7, Drogan to Relic 8, and I took Leia to Relic 9, and I have 10 bronziums.
So you're on track for that
I
as
am on
well.
track for that plan as well. Situation normal.
We're all fine here. Thank you.
Yeah. Um, I I kind of hope that they make Drogan farmable this week because I think that would be a nice like tie in to the drops because that was the character I think a lot of
Yeah.
people were trying to get so many shards with since he wasn't farmable yet. It'd be nice to just finish it off.
I totally agree. I think that's my prediction for whatever day. Today was
Wednesday.
Tuesday, so tomorrow's, yeah. I had to call in sick today, so
I know. I know. I'm
I feel like
sorry.
I missed today. I feel like today might be Monday potentially, because I didn't do Gambit either on Monday. So you know, I'm
Just
just all over the place.
just take the week.
I whatever that means. Thank you. So I'll I'll just take the week. Very good. Now that I'm taking the week, whatever that is,
You never heard that? I feel like I always say things you never heard of, and then I'm like, am I making things up?
and it's like a roll of like it's a coin flip on whether I'm just naive and have like lived I'm sheltered and haven't heard of it, or it's Canadian.
Like, just take the week. Like, just take the week off.
Oh,
Just take the week.
no, I'm not certainly not doing that.
Okay.
Thank you
I
for your
tried.
suggestion. No, I love my current job, but they don't have separate sick time versus vacation time. So every day I take
Mm,
off is vacation time I can't take later. So I only call in when it's pretty important.
yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah. Well, cool. Good talk on real life stuff, my job and all that.
Um, what were we saying about? Oh yeah, Drogan. He'll, he'll be
Right.
fine.
I don't know what his sick leave policy is.
I feel like he just gets benefits.
Probably. That would be cool. Good for him, man. Now so yeah, he's gonna be good though. He's a good Relic 8 option, and I do think he's gonna be farmable. The question, of course, everyone is asking is he going to be in Cantina? What do you think?
I'm honestly surprised that they haven't put any of them in Cantina yet. So I feel like it would make sense for him to go there.
Sure.
But it also wouldn't surprise me if they didn't put him in Cantina because we did just have those additive drops that everyone could have gotten a decent boost on that you could, I don't want to say justify because I'm not justifying it, but I could see their argument of being like, well, it's a sort of quick farm for you now because you only need 100 shards.
Yeah, I could also see it being like, well, hey, look at that. All these additive drops got you so close that now you only have to do 100 shards on a hard node, so congratulations.
Right. Which feels bad.
It does feel bad, I agree.
Yeah. I personally would like to see it on a Cantina note for people. I think that would be great. I it does feel like they are pushing her faster than they pushed Jabba.
I think they're trying to get people into the range of spending money.
Okay.
Is how I kind of feel like. I feel like they want to get people to, okay, look at how close you are. Just buy some freaking shards, man.
Right. Spend your crystals. You don't have crystals, just
Right.
buy some.
Oh, well, yeah, and I don't know. There's a lot of character packs. I know I'm spacing it. Maybe it's all just only the cow requirements, but there's been a lot of character packs that have 5 Omicrons as well.
Yeah, there have been.
Yeah, that they're not good enough deals if you just want the Omicrons, but if you get the shards too, it's like you just barely get priced in. It's kind of
Hmm.
nice.
Hmm. It's a good
Well,
point.
in theory, I'm not buying any of them for any of my accounts, but like the Omicrons are, they haven't had any good packs that I've noticed lately for, actually just dollars for Omicrons.
I haven't noticed any.
Did I tell you my main account? I looked at it the other day. My main account is at exactly 50% Omicron completion.
Hmm. Which is wild to me because I feel like you have a lot of them.
I do.
And I
Yeah,
find it hard to believe that you only have 50%.
I know. Well, I don't have as many people. People commonly say, "Oh my gosh, there's a territory war Omicron." I don't have zero of them. I don't have as many as you know a lot of the territory war specific
Yeah.
accounts out there. But yeah, I mean, I have most of the GAC relevant ones, and then yeah, I've ventured over to territory war, and then zero for territory battles. I'm considering that one though. Who knows? Who knows? Like
Like
Kyle
one of them.
Katarn.
Hmm.
Kyle Katarn keeps seeming pretty handy, to be honest.
I've heard good things about him, especially like with his Omicron. um, in TB. I've heard good things about Omega's Omicron in TB as well, like including the Empire TB.
I mean, OG fan, I've heard good things about. The problem is then you have to put a ton of relics on these characters too.
Yeah,
Of course, I guess
and
I
their
have done that.
teams.
Fair. Though I actually did randomly get Saw up to Relic 7 recently just because he was the only piece of it that I didn't have for that team, for the special mission.
Mm-hmm.
And I heard that Drogan was supposed to make that team really easy. And then Drogan died before I got a turn, and it wasn't easy, and I lost. So
So they lied
good.
to you.
I think what I got wrong was I didn't take Baze with me,
Um,
which I'll have to get into Relic 7 too. It's really fun.
so how many Bronziums do you have for all these Relic Sevens?
On my main account, I have enough. It's not really an issue on my main account because I've spent enough money. I have a lot of excess random crap, but it's the Professor X account that I'm like, how do you afford stuff like that?
Mm-hmm. Oh, speaking of spending money, um, there were more Lightspeed packs that were data mined. That's kind of newsworthy.
Yeah, there's more Lightspeed packs than there were last time.
Yeah, I think there's 7 this time, if I'm remembering correctly.
And there were
Um,
what 5 before? It was Star Killer plus the other 4.
hmm
Ironically, Star Killer was the one I never saw because all 3 accounts had Star Killer.
I know I didn't see it either, and I was super confused when I was seeing the ones I was seeing because I was like, why aren't I seeing Star Killer? And then I realized what was happening. Um, but
I actually faced an account like that on my littlest account, Prevail Man.
Mhm.
He had Star Killer with 3 Omicrons on him, and he was Gear 7.
Oh,
It was just kind of sad. And he had Array that was also undergeared.
I
Like
mean,
he'd clearly bought all the packs, which is fine. I'm not like looking down on him. It's just I don't know. It was just a really funny thing. I was like, yeah, I mean, they could see the same thing on my roster, really.
yeah, I was gonna say I can't blame them for buying them because they were such a steal. It's just like the gearing and the Zetas and the Omicrons and all that. Like that's a lot all at once. Star Killer, Ray, whoever.
Yeah. Yeah. Who do you think would be, don't say Afra, who do you think
Oh,
is
come
going to
on.
be in this, on these new packs?
But I only
The,
want Afra. Um,
stop. Yeah, that's the only
okay.
thing you don't have,
I
I
know,
guess.
and I'm like I don't want to do it because I want you to give me a pack that I can just hit
No,
the easy button.
I don't want you to be rewarded for that.
um, I honestly I don't think it would be Afra. I could see maybe like a Jedi Knight Luke type one, and then
What do
a
you
Jedi Master Luke one
Jedi Knight Luke is actually a fantastic idea because
because
he's just one requirement of many in
yeah,
a lot of different places, but there's a
that
lot
would
of
open a ton
inconvenient
of
characters.
doors.
Yeah, well, he's one of the main reasons not to farm Jedi Master Luke early. Frankly, I mean, if we're,
Mhm.
I know that you love Jedi Master Luke and etc., but honestly, like that Jedi Knight Luke, it just looks like one checkbox, but
But it's a
there's a
lot to
ton of
get.
relics.
It's a lot to get to that checkbox to get one requirement done for Jedi Master Luke.
It's not like Jedi Knight Luke is bad or anything, but it's hard to justify that many characters, and a lot of them are like GT1 and 2 farms
Hmm.
stuff. It's tough to justify farming him when you could get something else. Just straight up farming him, you
Well,
know.
honestly, like that wouldn't be a bad idea to do a Jedi Knight Luke one because, like you said, there's a lot of GE2 1 and GET, yeah, 1 and 2 characters that you need.
You need to use fingers for
Right.
this.
But if you want to push Empire territory battles and getting people into that where you're not getting as much of that currency, right? Like you're getting more of GT3, then
I like that idea. That's a good one.
Then why wouldn't you push that? Then like you don't have to worry about that currency to get those characters. Use that currency. Ooh, I wonder if one will be like a malevolence and a negotiator.
That would be a good one too, actually, because those are those take forever to farm,
Yeah.
actually. And GET2 is that's also where you get a lot of Kyrotech from.
I could see that because then that also like they don't have to be Galactic Legend bundles, right? And honestly, like these ones that we had Star Killer, we had BB-8, we had Jedi Training Ray, we had Radis. Like they were unlocking specific things that did lead to Ray and Supreme Leader Kylo, but they weren't advertised as Galactic Legend Lightspeed packs, right?
You're on fire here. Good insights.
Thanks, man.
No
Yeah.
problem, man.
But I think like Jedi Knight Luke could be a good idea. I could see Malevolence and Negotiator being a good idea. And then you don't have to worry about necessarily being like, oh, here's your Jedi Master Luke pack. It'll get you all of these characters. Um, and here's your Sith Eternal pack, and it will get you all of these characters. And now you're kind of encroaching on like basically like where is the line of how far back can you go in Galactic Legends to sell on a pack?
Right. I mean, I could see, and I think people should be pissed if they just sell Jabba for $10. Like
Right,
that would be obnoxious as hell,
right.
honestly. And I was fine with them doing that with Rey and Kylo because they've been around forever.
Mhm.
And I mean, I think maybe predictably, I feel up and down about Jedi Master Luke or Sith Eternal.
Okay, that's fair.
I just don't know how to feel exactly about that. You know, maybe in a year they should be released, but yeah, it's what do you think about that unlock? The thing that's been kind of data mined, and you can see it sometimes. There's a hidden shop that's just called Galactic Legend right now.
Yeah, I haven't seen it at all actually on mine.
Well, you have to search for it. You have to search for those type of gear
Uh-huh.
that it currently has, and it's only got a couple types of gear apparently. So if you haven't needed that specific gear and you haven't searched for it, then the shop, that's the only way the shop shows up, is if you do a search
Ah, okay. That would
for
be
it.
why.
Right,
Um,
so it exists. Like you could probably find it right now if you like really wanted to, but I mean the screenshots are sufficient.
that would be a lot of effort on my
You
part that I don't know if I can muster up.
No, I wouldn't assume that you could.
Yeah. There's no mustering to be had. Um, just some
It's not,
ketchup thing.
it's not a
Uh,
Canada thing.
um,
A ketchup thing, yeah,
like
like ketchup mechanics, yeah.
yeah, thank you. Um, I am curious about them because I honestly don't know what they're trying to do with that. Like if it is a Galactic Legend store, what currency is that going to like where are we going to earn that currency?
I wonder if they're gonna make somehow make Galactic Legends stronger or something, and the store
Wow.
is gonna I don't know, like add something, some
But
kind of
like
currency.
but where would I don't know where you would get that. Like are they going to implement a new game mode that hands out that currency? Like I can't see them being like, yes, in the Endor raid you get GT 1, 2, and 3 and Galactic Legend currency.
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know what to I'm nervous about what to expect from there.
Well, it just seems like everything's pointing toward. So maybe they're not gonna make Galactic Legends stronger. Maybe they don't need to, but I just have to wonder what they're doing. Like maybe it's just you can make certain things stronger somehow, but you need the Galactic Legends to do the missions for it, or something like that. Because it seems like they're just pointing at, hey, look at this. You don't have a Galactic Legend, you can get one of the like older ones for like $10.
What what if it was just a store that always had shards for their requirements available for crystals or whatever currency.
That would be lame.
All right. I'm no longer on fire.
Right.
I just don't know what to expect from it. And I'm trying to think of
No.
something that would be like kind of ketchup-y.
I think that the packs, I think it's not a catch-up mechanic. I think
Okay.
that this store is going to be something to advance your roster in
That
some way.
that's gonna make you want to have bought the packs, basically.
Right, something that it's like, hey, if you don't have a galactic legend, then you can't even participate.
Right.
And maybe you need more than just. It might just be a hey, if you have Rey, you have access to 1/8 of the store. If you have Kylo and Rey, you have access to 1/4 of it. Like it's as you unlock more galactic legends, you have more access to these things. I
Mhm.
mean, right now all they have is just like random mundane gear. Like they have like gear 11 finishers on it and stuff. Like it's not interesting at all right now.
Right. And I think they said in a post that like what we're seeing there isn't finalized. It's
Right.
probably gonna change.
Right. I'm curious what it is.
Do you
Seems like something that they're gonna, yeah, like you say, incentivize
do
to buy
you
those packs.
do you think we see that? I don't think we see that in an update like today or next week. I think we would see that happen in a title update,
Yeah,
hopefully
that's.
in November.
It seems like we're way overdue for a road ahead post as well. I think that's the kind of thing they would
Mhm.
say. Hey, here's more information on the new raid, and here's information on this new store and the new currency and what that's all about.
I wouldn't say we were due for one in September, but I think a lot of us were expecting one in September.
It made me laugh how many people were like, "Yeah, we're definitely getting one for sure." CG promised. I was like, I don't think they ever promised that.
Yeah.
And
Well,
then
and
I
now it's
was,
like the end of October though, and we're like, okay, give us some information.
yeah, just give us something. Speaking of which, we're gonna give you guys a trigger photo. So here we go. We're in the game kind of. So this is actually someone posted this almost a month ago. You guys can post your trigger photos on the Discord server. It's linked in the video description.
Mhm.
It's on the channel called Crate Expectations, as you might expectation and
Expectate. Uh,
expectate. I used to spectate, but now I'm an expectator.
oh man.
I don't do it anymore. Um, this was just made me laugh because the person apparently had unlocked Executor, and
Right.
yet they put all of this random crap with Malevolence and Negotiator. It's almost like the person had all this before they unlocked Executor, and then they were like, eh, I don't care.
This
What
honestly
about
looks
fleets?
like when GAC would auto deploy for you,
It does kind of, yeah.
right? And it would just take the strongest. It didn't care.
Mm-hmm.
That's what
Yeah.
it looks like.
I wouldn't be surprised if that's kind of what it was, just a manual. I mean, he put all dark side with Malevolence and all light side with Negotiator and just called it good.
Man, it just makes me a little sad.
I mean, it is a trigger photo.
So,
This is why doing roster roasts with you is interesting. I'm like, this is awful, and you're like, I'm a little sad.
let's go
All
be
right, guys.
sad.
Let's go be sad on Sarah's channel. So in the video description, you can find a link, or down below, you'll find a link. You can just click on it, go give a like, and subscribe to this channel and everything, and then go to her channel and do the exact same thing. And we'll see you over there for what she calls dessert.
Hmm.
Yay.